I remember back when I was first learning to play guitar, I learned a C chord, I learned a G chord, I learned a D chord, but all the other notes on the guitar seemed blurry to me. Man, I wish I had YouTube back then. But you do! With this video, I want to provide you with the confidence and the tools to find any note on the fretboard without having to refer to a chart in a book or an online resource. We'll start with the open notes of the guitar. An open note just means we aren't using our fretting hand at all to affect the note. We are just playing the string as is. When a typical 6-string guitar is tuned to what is known as standard tuning, the strings are named as follows. We'll begin on the lowest, largest gauge string on a guitar, the 6th string. The note for this string is E. It's often referred to as the low E string. The next string up is the A string. The next, the D string, then the G string, the B string, then finally the high E string, which is the same note as the low E string, just 2 octaves up. An easy way to remember these is by using a memorable mnemonic like elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Now we know all the names of the open strings, so now we can build on that knowledge to learn the rest of the notes on the fretboard. And it's as easy as knowing your alphabet up to the letter G. This will make more sense as we progress through this tutorial. The next mnemonic to remember is the term B. It represents that only the B note and the E note don't have sharps. All the other notes will have sharps. If a note has a sharp, it just means that the note 1/2 step above it or 1 fret higher will be the same letter as the note with the word sharp following it. More on sharps in a bit. For now, let's use the newly found B logic to help us determine the notes starting on the low E string. Since E is B or E, it doesn't have a sharp, so the next note above it is F. F is not B or E, so it has a sharp, which means the next note above it is F sharp. You will see the symbol for sharp looks like a number sign or a pound sign. So the notation for F sharp will look like this. It's important to note that sharps don't have their own sharps. So from F sharp, we simply go up to the next note in the alphabet, G. G is not B or E, so the next note higher than G is G sharp. That's right. You're so good at this. Now the trick question. What's the next note after G sharp? That's right. It's H. No, we start over at A. Don't ask me why, it's just that way. So now we start over with A. A is not B or E, so the next note up is A sharp. The next note up is B. B is B or E, so since it has no sharps, the next note up is C. C is not B or E, so the next note up is C sharp. Then the next note up from C sharp is D. D is not B or E, so the next note up is D sharp. The next note is then E. We've made it up to an octave. We are now 1 octave higher than where we started with the open E string. This means we simply start all over again. The next note is F, then F sharp, and so on. You'll note that most guitars have a double dot, or prettier guitars have some notable artwork on the 12th fret. This is a helpful indicator that we have reached the next octave. Congratulations, you've just learned what's known as the chromatic scale. You can use this B logic throughout to map all the notes on your fretboard. On the other strings, you simply start on whatever letter they are and move up alphabetically using the B logic and restarting to A after G sharp. Okay, that's it for this one. Knowing the fact that elephants and donkeys grow big ears and the use of B logic will help you going forward as you increase your familiarity with the fretboard. In the next video, I'll show you how this new knowledge can help serve you as a musician. As always, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Also, please feel free to leave a comment about your guitar journey and what type of topics you'd like to see from me on this channel. Until then, keep up the good work and thanks for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed that content, please subscribe and check out one of these fine videos.